It is 7:02. I think we can go ahead and start. I'll go close the door. Okay, so go ahead and get started. Call the meeting to order at 7:02 p.m. All right. So just so everyone knows, the meeting is being recorded. And we'll go ahead and do roll call. Sonia? Here. John?
Here.
Andy?
Here.
Kathy? Kathy? Are you online, Kathy? Emily?
Here, online.
Jen?
Here.
Tim? Here. Laura?
Here, I'm 6813 on the phone.
6813. Okay, thanks. 6813. And Jim?
Here.
Excellent. All right. Well, we have a quorum. All right. Okay, well, welcome everyone to our first meeting of the year. We've got a packed house tonight. Still recovering from the holidays, I suppose. Takes a while sometimes. Okay, let's dive right in. The adoption of the agenda or agenda changes. Does anybody have any changes they need to make or modifications of any kind? I don't either. So the agenda is adopted without objection. And we'll go ahead and get started with communication from the public on non-agenda items. We'll take our online comments first. Becky, oh, wait a minute. Excuse me, one moment. We don't have a note taker for tonight. So is anyone interested in doing that on the spot?
I'll do it for the meeting.
Okay, thanks.
You make it so easy. It's hard to say no to.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. Thanks, Jen. Okay.
Did we approve the agenda? No.
Yes. Yes, we did. Okay, so I'm sorry, Becky, go ahead.
Thank you and good evening. My name is Becky Rapp, and I'm a public health educator and also a member of my own planning group. And as I've been going through some of the land development code updates, I felt it was important to bring to your attention item 20. It clarifies that the marijuana leaf symbol is prohibited on signage when it's located on a building. And this is an important reminder that when Proposition 64 was written, one of the central purposes was to protect children and youth from exposure to a predatory industry. And I appreciate that the city is reaffirming that intent through this update and clarification, really. However, while storefront signage is tightly regulated, off-site advertising is not held to the same standard. And today, we see large billboards near pot shops that display marijuana imagery using bright colors and cartoon-style graphics, clearly drawing attention of children and youth who pass by these areas every day. If marijuana imagery is considered inappropriate on a building because of public health concerns, then it should not be permitted on a billboard in the same neighborhood. This is a land use issue as well as a public health concern, and youth exposure to substance marketing increases normalization and the risk of early use. So as the city continues to update the land development code, I encourage this planning group to support stronger citywide standards for marijuana advertising, including billboards and other off-site marketing, so our regulations align with our shared public health priorities. So I just thank you for this opportunity to speak and hearing me out.
Thank you, Becky. Appreciate it. Okay, anyone else have any non-agenda items they'd like to bring up?
I do. Should I sit here?
You can sit, you can stand, whatever
My
you
name
like.
is Sage Gonzalez Walding. I'm the chair of Joyous Valley Community Planning Group. If it's okay, I don't mind. Would you mind if I read something?
You
We're
have
appealing.
3 minutes, so
I
however you
have
want to
3
use it.
We are appealing the Emerald Hill subdivision at the radio tower. So I'm here basically as an informational. Joyous Valley Community Planning Group is appealing Emerald Hill subdivision. We're in an area of San Diego encompassing 8 historic neighborhoods on Kumeyaay land, historically known as Encanto. The sidewalk will be a traffic residents in Joyous Valley continue to experience chronic deficiencies in critical infrastructure, including inadequate fire stations, non-compliant pedestrian walkways, 4th Street illumination, no crosswalks, backflow braking, semi-paved roads, the absence of grocery stores, urgent cares for dialysis. The thicket of brush in our high fire severity zone canyons could be problematic for a one-way egress for the 123 homes during the fire. And to be clear, there is another exit, but I believe it will be locked by the fire department. The encroachment of new development in our area has led to destruction of vital habitats and sensitive canyons and riparian corridors. Structural mechanisms that has directly caused storm drains to fail, flooding to happen in Joyous Valley 2024. And this subdivision is in a very high fire severity zone. So you cannot make more land. This is one of the last opportunities for a meaningful community park in southeastern San Diego for the city of San Diego. State and local infill density housing laws, urban planners must understand people need places to play that are in their communities. This is an opportunity to heal decades of trauma imposed on our neighborhoods due to historical neglect. Emerald Hill subdivision rests its densification laurels on the heel of footnote 7. The adoption of footnote 7, which imposed selective zoning changes in the Encanto and southeastern San Diego neighborhoods, was a betrayal of our community and a clear violation of due process, equal protection, environmental law, and fair housing obligation. Our past chair was the one, Andrea Hetru, who was the one who really discovered footnote 7. It was a policy enacted without meaningful input, bypassing procedural safeguards, environmental reviews, our community's right to equitable development. The city has failed to demonstrate that footnote 7 serves the public good that justifies the disparate impact it imposes. The city attorney's dedication to defending the indefensible act. The administration sets a new bar for behavior that is merely under the color of law. If developer and city officials are allowed to benefit from ordinances later deemed unlawful, it creates a reverse incentive for passing and relying on unlawful legislation. Allowing such reliance would discourage accountability, erode confidence in the city's planning processes, and disproportionately harm marginalized communities. Again, this is a quote from Andrea Hetru. Equity is a central value of the park's master plan. Planning an investment to address longstanding inequities or prioritize citywide investment in park deficient communities. This is that San Diego. Okay, just wanted to update you all. So that's happening this month or next month at City Hall. We're appealing. We paid the $1,000. We're going to go. They are our leaders will hear about you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for
Sage,
being here.
can you send me those and I'll summarize them for you for the notes? Thank you.
Want it now?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Big step. I mean, you can summarize.
Okay, is there anyone else that would, yes, Ozzy, please.
Hello, everyone. Ozzy Meneses from Groundwork San Diego. Just the couple updates. We're continuing to work on the CIP process, helping to push a lot of those projects forward. So we're going to be reaching out to you all again when we do some more work on that. We are pushing forward, for instance, the Webster Green Alley. We're confirming that we're getting a small grant from the county to be able to do what we're calling a phase 1 community activation, which is something that would be done in the next few months rather than in like a decade. So our goal is to continue the process going and figure out how that is. We're activating, for instance, our volunteers that we have on monthly at our Earth Lab, as well as our green team, which is high schoolers that are environmental business focused. So we're doing that. We're doing another project down National Avenue. That's the Southeastern Planning. but it's just we're continuing to build the relationships in the city and all that stuff to make those things happen, including identifying the roadblocks. So then that way, whenever we need another park or like Rolando Park Gateway, for instance, how do we make those easier, more streamlined to push those forward? So it definitely is community driven in that respect. As we understand some of these roadblocks and red tape and things like that, we're working with council members as well to be able to identify those issues and change some of the policies so that us as a nonprofit can more easily work because we're not developers, for instance. We're not doing this to make money out of the community. We're putting this back into the community. So just more information, we'll reach out to you all.
Thank you, Ozzy. And you know, Groundwork does amazing things for the community. So an amazing partner, no matter what community you're in. Or, you know, just help us get so much done and streamline. So
Here.
yes, amen. Okay, wonderful. Any other public comments, non-agenda items?
I'd like to say something.
Yes, John?
I was going over the minutes from the last meeting, which I think was in November, in preparation for today's meeting. And one of the things that was mentioned in there was that there was like a large group of people or many groups of people who were opposing the continuation of Leah Street to University. And one of the things that occurred to me when I was sort of digesting that was there was and has been a lot of problems, people crossing the street here at Northgate to go to the apartments that are on the other side. And recently there was a boy who was killed when he was hit by a car, and it was a hit and run. The boy died there with his family. And I don't know if it was ever considered, but Leah Street coming through here would be an intersection which would have crosswalk. And it's worth, in my opinion, it's worth considering the value of the crosswalks / intersection where Leah Street would be for the safety of people crossing from the south side of the university to the north side of the university. So I don't know how much that's been considered, but it seems logical, especially in light of what's happened. And if you drive that stretch, you know, there's some pretty sketchy stuff that happens all the time, basically in front of that stretch in front of Northgate. So something to think about. That's my comment.
Okay, thank you, John. Appreciate it. Okay, anyone else would like to make a comment? Nope. Okay. Then we will move on to our representative reports and try to go in order of who got here first. I believe Kate from Congresswoman Sarah Jacobs' office was first. Kate, please.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kate. I am going to share covering the community with my colleague Willow Lance. I just wanted to quickly say hello and introduce myself. It has been, as you can imagine, last year pretty crazy for a federal office, and we will be very busy again this year. But I have my contact information shared, and I will also put it in the chat for anybody that would like to be able to reach out to me directly. We don't have any specifics this month, obviously, because we're just getting things started, but wanted to share that we can help with casework for anyone who's having an issue with a federal agency. So issues with tax returns with the IRS, VA benefits, USPS, immigration issues, you need some help with your USCIS casework, things of that nature. And happy to answer any questions or concerns tonight if needed.
Kate, does anybody have any questions for Kate? No questions. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, Danielle has gone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Danielle, yes, please go ahead. Danielle?
Share mute.
Okay, how about now?
You're up.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you. So my question to our federal representative is, when is the sign going to be changed on the Andrew Jackson post office to Susan Davis
Yes.
post office?
Yeah, I'm so glad you're asking this. We have been actively pursuing this change for quite some time, as you obviously know. There are some extra hoops we're going to have to jump through, but what I'm going to do is I'll go back to my chief of staff and remind her that you all would like to know, and then I will email an answer as soon as I get one.
Thank you so much. Okay, no other questions for Kate? Yeah. Okay, I believe next is Karen from Supervisor Montgomery Steps office.
Hi everyone, Happy New Year. Don't have much updates to share. We have our first event on Thursday, January 22nd. It's going to be a virtual grants workshop. It's gonna be at 6 p.m. via Zoom. I will email out the flyer. But you should see that event on our social media. So if you haven't attended one of our workshops before, I would recommend that you do so you can learn about our community enhancement and neighborhood reinvestment grant program. Additionally, we revamped our website, so please check it out, sign up for our newsletter. We will be having newsletters come out later this month, and we have also released our impact report for 2025. You can read over all the different things that we were able to do last year. So that's really all that I have for today.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Anybody have any questions for Supervisor Montgomery Steps office? All right, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, and I believe Mr. Bruce was next from Henry Foster's office, District 4.
Yes, thank you. Happy New Year, everyone. Bruce Williams representing Councilmember Henry Foster. He wishes you a happy 2026, and he wanted me to share a couple of things. And he has a message basically that says, as we welcome 2026, he wanted to take a moment to reflect on what we've accomplished together over the past year and share his gratitude for the continued partnership of our District 4 community. There are two things that he wanted me to highlight. One was that in 2025, we made real progress by staying focused on the priorities that matter most. Across District 4, we restored library and park hours. Also, we've collected more than 100 tons of trash through community cleanups, repaired 209 streetlights, and paved over 66 miles of road. And so we fully funded the Oak Park Library, secured $1.7 million for the design of construction of the new comfort station at Marie Whitman Park, and took action to support working families by voting for grocery price transparency and minimum wage increase for event and tourism workers. So we wanted to share that, as well as let folks know that coming up, there's the United in Trust Community Law Enforcement Learning Academy. It's a behind-the-scenes look at how SDPD keeps our community safe. This is a free 7-session program that offers residents inside look at law enforcement operations, including public safety challenges like the opioid crisis, hear from experts, and explore the justice system. Topics discussed will be: what is and arrest, non-biased policing, traffic and DUI, crimes against persons, drugs, and use of force, and officer accountability. This is going to be held at the Rock Church every Tuesday from January 20th to March the 3rd from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. The Rock Church is located at 2277 Rosecrans, San Diego 92106. So that seems like it will be something that is going to be very worthwhile. So please consider taking advantage of that. Also, I wanted to, this is the month of January, and a couple of things that are coming up. One is the 16th annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Community Parade and Celebration. It's a free, family-friendly event, and that's going to take place on Saturday, January the 24th from 9 to 10:30. And then after that will be the community celebration from 11 to 4. Takes place at the Martin Luther King Community Park, 6401 Skyline Drive. If you are interested, for more information, you can call 619-800-4187. That's 619-800-4187. So we'd like to encourage people to take advantage of that. And if you like the bigger event, that's the 44th Martin Luther King Parade. That's going to happen on Sunday, January 18th from 11 to 1. And that's going to take place downtown on Harbor Drive. Let's see, wait a minute. Martin Luther King Parade is filled with floats and high school bands and drill teams, all that good stuff. So we encourage you to go out and celebrate that event. That's all I have. If there are any questions, I'm happy to attempt to answer them.
Bruce, does anybody have any questions for Bruce? Danielle. Oh, go for it, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
We lost.
There she is. She's there.
Okay.
She just moved.
How about now? Okay, here we
Yes.
go. These mute and unmute buttons get me all the time. Sorry. Mr. Bruce, my favorite topic in yours probably too. College Grove Drive. Is the parking back inside the operations yard yet?
You know what? I have not driven by. Andy is near there. Andy, do you know?
Well, you had told us a
I
date
don't
of
know.
January this year.
Yes, I did tell you that.
January.
That's because city staff told me that. So I will need to go by Danielle and
Okay.
take a ride and check it out. I'll be there in the morning.
Okay, thank you. If it's going to be longer than 2 weeks, please let us know.
Okay.
Little league season starting soon.
Yes, I will let you know. Good question. I think there's our Lynn Edwards. Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Bruce. I just wanted to follow up because
You froze, Lynn.
someone did ask that on next door, that not being completed until May.
Whoa.
Oh, really?
What not being completed? I'm sorry, you froze.
It's about the
Parking lot on College Grove.
It won't be finished until May?
Yes.
We've not gotten that news, but I will, I'll get up to speed on that and report back. But thank you, Lynn.
Do you know it's
Okay.
about 2.5 years now?
Can you believe it? It's I'm not sure if there's funding issues or if something else came up that was unforeseen. So I'll find out and report back.
Thank you.
And thank you,
Anyone
Lynn.
else have any questions for Bruce? No. Thank you so much, Bruce. Really appreciate it.
Sure, appreciate y'all. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. All right. Next up is Sam from Dr. Akila Weber's office. Akila Weber Pearson, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
Were you first, Anissa?
Was Anissa here?
I didn't hear it.
Okay,
Okay,
Anissa,
sorry.
okay, I'm so sorry. We got it wrong. We got it right. Okay, Anissa Mohammed from Council Member Sean Elo Rivera's office, District 9, and this is her first meeting with
Yes,
us.
first meeting.
Welcome.
Yes. I want to say good evening, everyone, and thank you all for having me. I just wanted to start off with a quick introduction, just to introduce myself. My name is Anissa Mohammed, and I serve as the newest community representative for District 9 of Councilmember Sean Oliver Rivera's office. I support the communities of Ronaldo Village, Ronaldo Park, Redwood Village, and El Cerrito. I'm really looking forward to connecting with you all and just continue to build a strong relationship across all different neighborhoods here. Just wanted to start off by introducing myself, then going into some community updates that I've been hearing. First, I wanted to acknowledge the recent, I don't know if people have been hearing, Somali caregiver hate incidents that have been deeply impacting different communities here. We recently went to a town hall meeting with Hannah, the Partnerships for New Advancements, with Mayor Gloria, Councilmember Sean Oliveira, and the Chief of Police, San Diego Police Department, to discuss what's been happening, basically just directly hearing from community members and walking them through like safety measurements, accountability, and what next steps that we can help them with their community, as well as like any concerns or how to seriously just remain committed to supporting the Somali community here in San Diego and ensuring people feel safe and heard. Next, just going into, we've been receiving a lot of inquiries and concerns about new trash bins and residents not receiving their bins. So we know this has been very frustrating, and we totally truly understand the concerns. Our office is actively working on this issue alongside with the ESC Environmental Services. And while it's taking a little bit longer than expected, it is something that we continue to follow up on and advocate on behalf of our residents. Lastly, I wanted to share about that we also been hearing increased concerns about like quality of life or just like updates on projects. I know we mentioned some concerns about traffic safety and speeding in residential areas. Our office is working on that as well with the city departments to explore traffic calming options, ensuring the community is being documented and reviewed. So if there's any specific locations, I know we talked about that right now, in details, so that information is very helpful for us to know. Before I close, I just wanted to note that I don't have any business cards yet, but I will be sharing my contact information so that you know how to reach me. And please don't hesitate to connect with me, as well as ask any questions, any concerns that you have within your own, any flags or concerns that you have within your communities, and I'll be more than happy to help.
Thank you so much, Anissa. Welcome. Does anybody have any questions for Anissa? We see Roberto's here too.
Just trash can pickup, so.
Yeah.
Our black trash can. The part of company that's.
Yeah.
By submitting and get it done.
Yeah, so Roberto Marin, Director of Community Empowerment, so alongside Supervisor. Right now, we are looking at having a meeting with EACPC. Pretty inefficient in terms of what it looks like. Some people are getting dates, some people are getting their bins, some people are getting neither. The council member has expressed tremendous frustration to the point where he wants to rent a U-Haul and actually go collect the bins himself. That is not a joke. That is actually a good consideration right now. So he's very frustrated with it, and we are working. Our chief of staff is working with ESD to figure it out, because all they tell us go through, get it done.
Yeah.
And while that's great, well, there's a lot of people that have done it already, and they're still stuck.
Yeah.
So we're still
the situation.
Yeah. So you and Lisa want to connect at some point, and then we could.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I have my bin, but like my neighbor. So the word that I received. Had to come 3 times.
They didn't advise you all.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's just saying, I'm like, I don't know. But no one.
Yeah, we'll definitely follow up on that.
Yeah,
in
sure.
the general.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll connect with you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Any other questions for Anissa / Roberto?
Yeah, I think I got a question. I'm sure you've heard about the feedback for the park implementation of the parking fees in Balboa. I know John and the mayor are sort of the ones behind that. So, and I know that there's a group that wants to repeal it. I mean, my own impression is, I tried to go through it. It's just that it was so complex. It was so hard to figure out exactly, especially as a resident, what I would have to pay and where I'd have to park and all that. And I just thought that was my immediate feeling was that this is just way too complicated. So I mean, if you could get back to that, I think if they would clean it up and make it simpler, I think there would be a lot better shape. But that's my 2 cents in there.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Oh, okay. Now, Sam, you're up now. Sam Gonzalez from Dr. Aquila Weber Pearson's office.
That's the correct order. Good evening, everyone. Good to see some of you again from last night. To everyone else, my name is Sam Gonzalez, District Representative for State Senator Aquila Weber Pearson. I have my updates on my phone, but I do want to say Happy New Year. It's good to see you again after a long time. For those that don't know what the Senate District 39 jurisdiction looks like, it basically covers the very east bounds of El Cajon, like the Crest community, all the way down south through San Diego County to Coronado. That is our legislative jurisdiction, which means that if you live within the boundaries of Senate District 39, our office can assist you with any issues regarding the Franchise Tax Board, EDD, the DMV, or other state-related agency or matter. So let's say you have a bill idea regarding, I don't know, what's a good bill topic?
Homelessness.
Homelessness, thank you. If you have a bill idea regarding homelessness or something that you think could improve that, that would be something we can, not particularly homelessness, but if your bill idea is related to the state, it encompasses more than San Diego County and encompasses the entire state of California, it would require some sort of state intervention. You can set up a meeting with our office. You can talk to the senator if she's available or with our staff to raise those concerns and see if there's a legislative fix that she can do or implement. We can also coordinate with relevant state agencies, Caltrans, Civil Rights Department, or other agencies that handle that issue or have experience with that issue to see if there's a community-based solution. From experience, I've helped coordinate the Caltrans reps attend the Mid-City Homeless Coalition meetings to make sure that there's just more communication as to what's being done, what's Caltrans' role. It's a whole conversation, but thank you for that topic. It was a great example. If you have any other topics or questions that you want to bring into our office, I'm happy to hear them out. I try to be here as much as I can, and I will be here more often now that there's some schedule changes. So if you don't see me this meeting, you might see me at the next one. I do have business cards with me, so if you want one, I'll leave up here. Okay, now for the update. Hold on. It's gonna be a bit. Gotta get to them quick, but all right. So I'm just gonna read off the text. If there's any questions or comments, you can ask me after I'm done with the section. Okay. So update number 1, we have a Black History Month nomination deadline, January 30th, 2026. This is an upcoming deadline. So if you want to help elevate members from your community by nominating them for recognition by Senator Weber Pearson, there are 2 categories our office has for your nominee submissions: Unsung Hero and Black Business. I'm going to skip the descriptions because it's pretty long. But basically, if you believe you know someone who fits the Unsung Hero category, or you know a Black business that would be a great nomination for our office to consider, go ahead and visit senatedistrict39.senate.ca.gov/community recognition, or you can just reach out to me through email or phone, and I'll go ahead and help you fill it out. What we're looking for are those individuals that you want to recognize. Make sure when you fill out that submission form that it's lengthy, it's comprehensive, and there are no typos, just so it's easier to read for the senator to consider, because the staff reviews it first. And if we're not sure who you're talking about or what business you're referring to, we're going to have to just cross it out and not recommend it to the senator. So these nominations, and there's plenty more categories and other community recognitions that we have throughout the year. We don't get many. So we really need you guys to, take it seriously, or if you really want to help someone be elevated through their community efforts, reach out to us, let us know, and we'll help you fill out the nomination. Any questions on that? One more comment on that. Where is it? Oh, did I not read it? I think they were going to be flown out to Sacramento. Yeah, this honoree will be invited to a special unsung hero ceremony in Sacramento. The Black Business honoree will also be invited to a special luncheon event in Sacramento. So there is an incentive to fill out these nominations and get someone to Sacramento. Our next community recognitions event will be Women's History Month in March. Update number 2. We have a book fair coming up this year in a few months, and I have a flyer that I could not share. We just got the flyer today, so I want to make sure I got the right message. Great. Save the date. Join Senator Akilah Weber Pearson and Barnes & Noble for a book fair between January 17th through January 24th, 2026. A portion of the proceeds from books sold will benefit Fay Elementary School students at our annual spring literacy event. Books must be purchased in store at the Barnes & Noble Hazard Center location. That is 7601 Hazard Center Drive, number 315, between January 17th to 24th. That is 1 week starting this Sunday. In-store purchases only during these dates only. Present the book fair ID number 1293040. Again, book fair ID number 1293040 to the cashier at the checkout. And we do have a flyer. I'll send it out to our leadership so they can distribute it. This is the first time I've seen a collaboration of this type, so we're kind of excited to see how it pans out. But basically, if you want to help out, not that this is me saying it officially, but you go to Barnes & Noble's, buys a book, that goes to our event, and we give it back to Fay Elementary. Any questions on that? All right, I have one more update real quick. We're almost done. What update was actually? Okay. Oh, yeah. Sign up for our updates for future updates and newsletters. Stay in the know with the latest from Senator Weber Pearson's desk by subscribing to our newsletter. Visit the site below to register. It's easy and quick to do. sd39.senate.ca.gov/sign-updates, or just Google State Senator Weber Pearson. This page comes up. Here you know the rest. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns at the state level?
Online. Questions for Sam? Questions?
Awesome.
Barnes and Noble, that's great, but you should do it in December. Because I just spent a ton of money there buying Christmas presents.
I like the way, you know what? Hold on. It's a great suggestion. I will pass it along to our senator.
They don't want to share profits in December.
They're what they want.
We'll see. I usually do stay at these meetings. Unfortunately, I have to, well, not unfortunately, but I need to tend to my cats. They've been starving all day, so I need to go see them.
Oh, no.
But any last
cats.
concerns? Yeah.
How do we get you to come to our meeting?
Which is your
At Choya Valley Community Planning Group.
Williams
We
Valley.
have to invite you to come? Is that how it
You
works?
can invite me. I believe that falls under our office's jurisdiction, and we do have Jesse Brown. He's also a district representative of our office.
Okay.
I think he's the one assigned to that area. I know Eastern area is kind of split between D9 and D4.
Right.
I cover districts 9 for San Diego City Council on behalf of our office, and districts 3. So if there's a meeting that you want us to attend, you can forward the invite to me, and I'll send it to the right staff in our office. That could be me, or that could be Jesse, or whoever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Those are good reports. We're going to be moving on to our information and action items, which is just mostly housekeeping type of things. But first up, if you recall, in October, I believe it was, we had presentation, an update on the Mid-City Community Plan update. And we spent some time discussing the 5 different concepts for growth. So I did send you guys an email yesterday with the 5 concepts, and this board majority favored concept 5, and our other planning groups, Kensington Talmadge, and I believe, well, Kensington Talmadge, they voted on the one that they support, which is concept number 5. And they actually sent a formal letter to the Mid-City Plan Update program manager or project manager. And I believe that City Heights Community Planning Group also favors number 5. Lynn, if you're still on, maybe you can help me with that. Am I correct about City Heights also favoring concept 5?
That's correct. City Heights and Kensington Talmadge.
Kensington Talmadge, yes. So since we do too, we thought it was important that we just kind of make it official and have an official vote. As we didn't do that, we just verbally, kind of gave our majority consensus that that's the project idea that we liked best. So, do you guys want to review it, or do you feel comfortable somebody making a motion to actually vote to say, yes, we'd like to support concept 5?
I make a motion that Eastern Planning supports concept 5, like the rest of the city.
Okay.
I second that.
Second. Okay. So Jen and Kim. All right. Let's go ahead and take a vote then. Sonia?
Yes.
Sonia. John?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
Kathy, are you here? Okay. Emily? Emily?
Yes.
We can barely hear you. Did you say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Jen made the motion. Kim seconded. Laura?
Yes.
And Jim?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. Unanimous. Thank you very much. All right. Excellent. Okay. Our elections are coming up, believe it or not. How quickly a year goes by. So we need to form an election subcommittee, and that will entail basically 2 subgroups within that election subcommittee, excuse me. We need 2 people to do outreach. And what that means is that you'll be contacting your colleagues on the board that are up for re-election, and just ask them if they want to run again. And so you're going to keep track of that. So it's pretty easy. And then we need 2 people who will actually administer, for lack of a better word, the vote. So you'll be setting up the voting booth, so to speak. A box that goes over there, and you'll be counting the votes and all of that, and reporting on the final tallies and everything the evening of the vote of the election, excuse me. So do I have 2 volunteers to do outreach? The election will be held in March.
I'll do the execution.
Okay, so you'll do the execution. Okay, so one.
So like a better one.
Yeah.
How many board members do we have?
Yeah, who's up?
Well, to the best that I can tell, and I just need to, go back and look at older records than when I first started here. It looks like Jen is up for re-election. Has it been 2 years? Because
It feels like a lot longer.
Has it been 2 years? Because I don't have the date you started.
I think it has. I think we started at the same time.
Yes,
that's true.
Yeah, because I've got you, Emily, down. So yeah, so Jen and Emily, Andy and Sonia.
Good luck, y'all.
Oh,
But it hasn't been 2 years.
It hasn't been 2 years for you? Okay, then not Sonia. Okay, so I'm gonna have to change that. Make sure not 2 years. Okay.
And does it have to be 2 people? I'm happy to be one of them.
to do which task?
I don't know,
The
if some
outreach.
corruption.
Outreach. Well, I mean, just so it's even.
We're just asking, essentially going to ask each individual.
Yes.
Are you planning on running? If so,
Yes.
put your name on the ballot.
Okay, all right, so I've got Jen, Andy, and Emily. That's who I have, but I have to, again, I have to double check. Most of us are new here, so I think that is correct.
Count me as one of the outreach people.
One of the outreach,
And if
okay,
there's
might be
only-
the only one.
If there's only one, then I'm happy to outreach to the 3 of them.
Okay. Well, just don't want to dump it all on. Yes, Lynn, do you have a comment, please?
Sonia is up for reelection as well.
You are up for reelection, okay.
Man,
So
it
I
doesn't
did
seem
have
like
that.
it's been that long.
I know, time flies when you're having fun, right?
Now, here's the question I have, Lynn. So, because I started around the same time Sonia did, but then I went from member at large to Redwood Village. So would that start a new term for me?
Your term was from April. You were started in 2025 because and then
Switched, okay.
you were
that's what I
elected in February of 2024 as a member at large, and this term started in 2025.
25, okay, so I
And
have that right.
So
Okay.
you're no,
Got a whole year to campaign.
Yeah.
So considering, I can't be a part of the
No,
committee, right?
you can't, because you can't count your own
Right.
votes.
can't count
Okay, so we'll have 4 people. Okay, so we do need 2 volunteers for the evening of the vote.
I'll be the volunteer at the evening.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Kim, thank you, Kim,
I'll do that.
and Jim. Okay, and as far
You
as
have to be
that,
in person to vote, or
how
does that work?
you have to be in person to be a candidate. Yes, Laura?
I think Jim has to be elected this year as well because he took over Alex's position and just got approved by the board. But I think he's up for election for his seat officially.
Was Alex up? I don't know. I'm finishing his term.
Yeah, I think
Right,
that's right. Yeah, Alex did not, he would have been up. That's right. See, I had you as just starting
Okay.
this year,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I didn't realize it. Okay, so then, all right, so
Can't
Jim,
count
you're
the
on the hot
votes.
seat.
Can't count the votes.
We're really whittling this down,
You
aren't
could,
we?
you could do the calling and have somebody else that's
Okay,
in the
see,
county.
now you don't want to reach out to 5 different people, do you?
The same email. So
Did I say? Oh, you got to reach out and email us. I have to do
Yes.
it officially.
Yeah, it's got to be official, all in
Okay, got it.
writing,
I
all
got
in
it.
writing.
Got it.
Okay, so
is there a date that needs to be, that officially everyone needs to be asked and or responded?
it's well, according to the bylaws, for the operating procedures, it's the February meeting.
Okay, so by the February meeting, we need to have
We should,
yeas
yes,
or nays.
yes, and I will send you a template and all that stuff.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see, where are we? So we've got Kim and Jim. Nope, not Jim. All right, so Kim and someone to administer, to run the elections, do the poll workers. So let's see.
Not ranked choice or.
So Kim and who would like to help with that? Who would like to help Kim with that? Kathy,
I can do it too.
Yeah.
you might have to, because you're the only one who
Sounds like a-
getting any nibbles over here.
This is the location. I don't think there's much of a choice.
Yeah.
My
Be all night.
Campaign.
Okay, I'm gonna ask again, as far as doing outreach, would anyone like to help with that so that John doesn't have to do 2 different things?
Can outreach be like if we're probably not gonna run again, finding someone who does want this?
Well, so preferably if you're not going to run again, we need to have representation for your neighborhoods, our neighborhoods. So we actually have a bunch of seats we should be filling at the same time if possible. So we need, let's say, I don't know, Andy, how many years have you, because you can only do 8 and then then you're termed out. So how long?
For a year, then you can come back.
I'm like you, I don't remember when I first got back.
Been so long.
How many terms have you done this time around?
2,
Just 2, so that's
at least 2.
at least 2.
I'm not sure when. We have to look in the minutes to find out.
Oh, I'm not going back 5 years in minutes.
You might know.
Lynn's hand.
Lynn's got her hand.
Lynn, yes.
Lynn might know, but
Yeah, so Andy was appointed in 2018.
Oh.
so I'm out.
Again. So this
I'm
is
out.
the last,
So
This would be the last
What,
year.
in March?
Maybe the last year, or am I over completely?
I believe you have to term out for a year, Andy.
I need to get somebody to replace her.
Well, yeah, so Andy's termed out, all right, so that. Okay.
Who else is turned out?
Hold on a
Nobody.
second.
Lynn can come back. Yeah.
Yes, I was saving that little
Thrilled she is
treasure
about
for
to.
the end of the conversation here.
I'll be at home when you can be here.
People that have been off for a year can come back if they want to, like Lynn
Lynn,
and Kristen, but she's not here. Okay, so
we'll board her in if she's not here.
here's the situation. Yes, Jim, go ahead.
So as part of the outreach, you have to, I mean, not only asking the current members, I mean,
Well,
how do you reach out to to other people?
all of us should be kind of,
Okay, so it's just
talking
word of
to-
mouth? I
talking
mean,
to
that's-
our communities.
We have no other,
well,
we have
do
no
you
other
go- what about your
database.
your community council meetings?
Unity council meetings,
I mean,
okay.
those
We don't have an email list or anything like that.
Do you guys have in-person meetings at all, or
Well, yeah, it's also Rita.
else read out?
Well, we also have a mailing. I mean, there was a list. Well, I'll talk to Laura about that.
Yeah, I mean, if I would say just like Alex kind of asked you, if you
Right.
know
Well,
someone,
Yeah, I live down the block. Yeah.
whatever. If
Get somebody on the other side of the block.
could be someone not right next door instead of down the block. I don't know. But if you know someone that you think would be interested, then by all means, let them know. I mean, El Cerrito is good because you have 2 seats and we've got
Right.
you and
No,
Laura.
but that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Was there an obligation to reach out?
Oh, there's no obligation, but it is in
we're
the interest of serving our communities, we should be kind of,
Right.
keeping an eye open for
Right.
people that so let me summarize this real quick. So as far as Oak Park goes, then if Andy's termed out, then we're gonna need
3
because Oak Park gets 3 seats because they're a bigger neighborhood than the rest of us.
and population.
And we have to at least have one because we have to have an Oak Park person. I mean, we can't not have an Oak Park person. That would be a travesty. We need a Rolando Park person. So, there's this amazing woman who's online that that would be a drink. I'm sure. And we definitely could use another Webster person. Hopefully we'll still have a Webster person. So we have a lot to backfill here. I'm sorry. And okay, somebody else had a question. I know Laura does. Okay, Laura, go ahead.
I do think it's important that we get the word out in our communities, even if we have full seats, because there's always a member at large seat that could be filled.
Yes.
If from a community that has all their people. But Oak Park, we definitely need to have somebody. And if Andy is termed out, is there that 90-day nobody takes a seat, he can be reappointed clause still in our bylaws, or did that get removed? I don't remember.
I read through them today. No, I didn't see anything about that.
Okay, so yeah, we're definitely going to need some people from Oak Park, but it looks like Rolando needs another person, and Webster could use, I think you said, oh no, I see 2 people from Rolando, I'm sorry. I think the Webster, but we could at least have a member at large from one of our communities take an Oak Park seat as a member at large and kind of just fill up the board again.
Well, Kathy is our member at large right now. So
we only get one.
If she wants to move into her neighborhood's open seat, we could do that. But otherwise, we do have a member at large. So I don't know if that seat's going to be open. We'll just have to see
Move her into
what
Clark and
Kathy
have an open
thinks.
seat.
Do we only get one member at large, or do we get to have the full a board full of people, and then the others be members at large from a different community?
It's my understanding we only get one member at large. Is that right, Lynn? Just one member at large.
Correct.
Okay.
Unless we can't fill the seats. I mean, you can fill vacancies after, I think it's 90 days. I'll have to look it up in the operating procedure.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We could end up with more members at large from our community still, but it would be good to fill us all up.
What about businesses?
I think there's a separate one for businesses. I think there's a separate seat. It's not member at large.
No,
Correct.
We need one for that as well.
That's been
It's a
vacant
seat.
for 2 years, so.
No?
How many members?
And there might be someone
What's
in
the
the
maximum?
room that might be interested in joining the board. You never know. Could be somebody sitting in this room right now that's like, I think I want to join that wacky group of people right there.
No.
This lady's looking at me like, no. I'm just looking at you.
Member at large.
Member at large means you're, you do have to reside in one of the 6 communities, but you're not assigned a seat specifically for your community. You're here and you don't have like I live in Redwood Village, so it's my name and then Redwood Village. Sonia lives in Rolando Park, so it's Sonia or Rolando Park. If you were a member at large, you would be, Webs. Oh, sure, oh, perfect. Because I don't know what's happening over down yonder.
Same girl.
So yeah. So we have one member at large seat, and yeah, you wouldn't have a specific neighborhood, but you still representing your neighborhood.
Qualifications on being on the board. You have to meet 3 meetings, or are we gonna waive some of that?
I didn't recall reading anything about 3 meetings, but you do have to be present as a candidate to announce your candidacy and answer questions from the board.
I think you had to be one meeting, right? Because I had to sit.
2 meetings?
It's
2 meetings?
actually good.
Okay.
Okay, hold on a sec, hold on.
If you're alive, you get to be.
Yeah, is it 2 meetings, Lynn?
You actually don't have to attend any
Hold
meetings
on,
now.
one at a time, please. Go ahead, Lynn.
You don't have to attend any meetings. That's part of the
Well,
reform that was done
what I
a few
thought.
couple of years ago.
But you do
So,
have to be present to candidate yourself.
yes.
Yes, okay. So you have to be present to announce yourself as a candidate. You'd have to come to the February meeting. Of course, we can elect people onto the board anytime. It doesn't have to be in March, but our seats are up for re-election in March. That's the difference.
Right.
Yeah, so, yeah. And is that Laura with your hand up? Yes.
It was just to clarify what you guys just did, so no problem.
Okay, great. Okay. Okay, so,
Another quick summary of the positions.
yes, so Kim and John are gonna do the election day. John and maybe someone else will do outreach. The election will be in March. We should have an answer from all those of you that are going to be running again or not for our February meeting. And then in the meantime, of course, if you know anyone, again, they can either join now or join later. But so up for re-election is Jen, Sonia, Emily, and Jim.
positions that are still needing to be.
Positions that are still needed to be filled. Okay, so we've got 2 from Oak Park, 3 from Oak Park, once Andy's out. 1 from Redwood Village, because I don't think I count, or do I count as a Redwood Village as the chair? Yeah,
I would think that you can.
I still count as Redwood Village, even though I'm a chair. Okay. We need 1 Rolando Park, 1 Webster. And I think Rolando Village, we're good on Rolando Village.
El Cerrito.
El Cerrito, El Cerrito's good if Jim runs again. El Cerrito's good if he gets elected.
Okay. So I guess I'm confused. How many people can be from each,
So from each neighborhood, it's 2 people, except for Oak Park, 3 people.
okay, so.
And then 1 member at large.
You're short 2 then, right?
Theoretically, we are. If we move Kathy into Oak Park,
Okay.
then we'll have a vacancy at large.
Yes.
Hopefully
And
that'll
how
take
many
place.
member large? Just 1 member at large?
1 member at large. So let's
We
say,
don't have anybody.
let's say we have 2 people. So we say we already have 2 people from Redwood Village, me and John.
But somebody else.
But somebody
from
who lives in Redwood Village wants to join. They could be the member at large.
Well, I got that.
Yeah.
And you said there could be 1 business member from any place?
There could be a business member from each of the
From
neighborhoods,
each of it has to be, okay. So that could be another.
a business owner,
So you,
business owner.
so you could have a total of. You could have a lot.
You can have a lot. I mean, ideally,
There's a lot of people here.
Lynn, go ahead.
No, it's only 1 business representative total.
One for all the 6 neighborhoods?
Correct. One business representative, preferably a nonprofit. But
Okay. Where's your office at? Oh, you're not in, your office isn't in Eastern area, is it?
Emily has her hand up.
Yes, Emily?
I thought Kathy is in Rolando Village.
That's what I think too. Yeah,
She
she was in
was.
Rolando Village.
We still
Or
need-
she is, yeah.
So
So we still need.
that's why she's a member at large, because Kim
Yeah.
and you from Rolando Village. So that was the extra Rolando Village person.
So we need 3.
So yeah, so Oak Park's gonna hopefully,
Needs 3.
yeah,
So
I mean,
then you
ideally,
can say our positions are now open.
yes.
Just put it like that. So from there, that's how many positions we need to fill, whether we come back or whether we get new people.
Yeah.
Make it easier.
Or we lose our seats. That'll get them back.
Okay, so does that kind of clear it up a little bit? Okay. Jen, if you need any help describing that, I'll, yeah, help you out with that. I will summarize that a little bit for you in the, yeah.
I'm good at that.
All right, perfect. Okay, so then the last thing we need to do is our note-taking schedule for 2026. So we typically share this chore, and tonight Jen graciously volunteered to take the minutes.
I'm done.
So who can do it in February?
Do we not have the same list we had last year?
No, because
That's right.
some people aren't here.
That's right.
So who can do it in February?
I'll do it in February.
Okay, Jim. Okay, March.
Yeah, March.
Kim, thank you, Kim. April.
I'll do it. That's Laura.
Laura will be April. Excellent. May. But that's where it
I'll do-
goes.
Not a lot of people on the.
Emily?
I'll
Did you
do
say
May,
May?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
thanks, Emily.
Emily.
What if Emily doesn't get reelected? Then what?
She will get reelected. June. Who can do June?
Why don't we come back to it in April? And our schedules. be a
No,
little bit more-
because I might not be here in April and I don't want to dump this on somebody else. Who can do June? Who's a spring? got to spring in their step in June. I think John should do June.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
I'd be more inclined to do July.
July. Okay, I'll put you down for July
I
then.
might not be in town.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I'll just have to assign. I'll have to even this out and assign it to you guys.
It'd be easier after elections. You have all those like eager people.
We might have new people.
Or you might even get a secretary. I said, Mike.
Nobody's gonna want to do minutes every. Unless we find a really lovely type A type of person.
I might do it.
That would be so fabulous. Okay. All right. So that, do we have to vote on Lynn, do we have to vote on the election subcommittee and the note-taking items?
No,
They were action items. No. Okay, good.
no.
Okay, fantastic. All right, let's move on to our community reports. And 2 minutes each. John, do you have anything for Redwood?
Only that Jennifer in particular is hoping to put together a Redwood Village garden tour to take a look at people's gardens around the neighborhood in the end of March. And we're hoping that we might be able to get some people who would be excited about that and contact us. Do you have any interest in that? Or if you know anybody who lives in Redwood Village who has any interest in that, please send them our way. We're part of a citywide garden tour in April, and we just thought it's so much fun that we would like to maybe do something that's local in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that would be a nice event. I'll add that I got 2 emails just today regarding Streamview Drive and Choice Triangle Park. Don't ask me for super details, but basically just to check in on both projects and what phase they're in. So Streamview Drive is still a go. They were looking to secure some funding for some part of it, but otherwise, we're told that the funding is still there for the project and it should start in early summer. And Choice Triangle Park is moving forward, and the next step is the abatement. Continuing with abatement because we still have people living in there sometimes, even though the rangers and the police have tried to stay on top of that. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I have for that. Okay.
So I'll just give a quick little update for Rolando Park. We don't have a whole, lot of big activities going on since we just did our gateway, but we plan on doing some more plantings in our gateway. And we went over our own priorities to get input from our neighborhood to see what things they want to see in the neighborhood. Murals is, and also we're looking to get murals put in our neighborhood in a couple of spots, or 1 or 2, to deter the graffiti and beautify our neighborhood, and also looking at plantings in different areas of our neighborhood, continuing beautifying.
Thank you, Sonia. Rolando Village. Any updates, any project? What about the street fair?
The street fair is confirmed for April 12th. That's Sunday, April 12th.
Okay.
Not March, huh?
This is March, right?
Not March, nope. We had some conflicting holidays and spring breaks and all that kind of stuff, so moved it to April again this year.
Do you anticipate us having a little space like we have the last 2 years to do outreach and stuff?
Yep, we'll do the same thing we've done in the past several years.
Okay, cool. It's fun. A fun
Yeah.
event. That does remind me, actually, I'm sorry, go ahead if you have anything else, Emily.
We and the Rolando Community Council will be at the College Rolando Library on January 31st, just hosting a little coffee Saturday morning, January 31st, just to say hi to people.
Nice. Sounds like fun too. Um, before I forget to mention it, and this is not necessarily community update, so pardon me, but I don't want to forget to say this. Again, to be past my bedtime here. I will not be here for the February meeting, and it's likely I won't be here for the April meeting either, traveling. So just wanted to throw that out there, but Sonia right here. She'll be taking care of business. Okay, Oak Park, any updates from Oak Park? Okay, Webster?
We are excited to work with groundwork and plant some trees and get that green alley underway. In New Year.
Great, okay. And El Cerrito?
We are working on the possibility of getting a community sign in the median right off 54th Street and on El Cajon Boulevard. And we also, it's interesting that you guys are talking about murals.
Oh, we lost you. Oh no. Oh, bummer. She just fell right off, didn't she?
I'm sure she'll get back on.
Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and move on to Parks and Rec. Danielle?
Okay, I think I finally figured out the buttons this time. So I would just like to list a few of the events around D9 that are happening in parks. One of them already happened last Friday on the 9th. Terra Alta Park had a tree planting event with some students from a nearby school. On the 15th, in a couple days, the Parks and Rec Board will be meeting at 2 p.m. over in the Balboa Park Club. On the 17th, Saturday coming up at 9 o'clock, Award Canyon Park cleanup will be happening in D9. On the 21st, Colina Community Rec Group will be meeting at Colina Park at 6:30 in the evening, our usual meeting. And then last Saturday of January on the 31st, Park de la Cruz will be having a beautification. And the really good news is Pendleton Park upgrades will be starting really soon. Woohoo.
They took our trash cans away, but we're making sure they bring them back.
All righty.
So
Danielle, did you guys hear?
Hopefully we will have a better update at the Colina meeting about what exactly Pendleton, what phases, what's going in first, second, third, that kind of thing. Okay, questions?
Yeah, Danielle, did you did they ever put up the new sign for the rec center with the lovely woman's name who escapes me?
Okay, so I have been bugging parks staff, higher up in parks department about that, our district manager and then deputy directors. And they know that we're anxious because it's been 6 months since we did the votes to both planning groups. Maybe by the Wednesday meeting, we'll have an update. I will, if I don't hear anything real soon, I might even bring it up at this Thursday's meeting at Park and Rec because it's been sitting on somebody's desk for months now. The family actually reached out again to Star Pal about it. And so that's why for the last month or so, I've been bugging them.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
We're trying. We're not going to let that one slip.
No.
Okay. And it looks like Laura has a question.
Yes, Laura.
She's back.
You came back to us.
There we go. So not sure if you have a question, Laura, but you dropped off, so I was just giving my parks report.
That's perfect. I don't know when I dropped off, so I just was going to ask if you guys got any of my wording, my stuff, but I'm going to let Danielle finish in case somebody else has a question.
Danielle, what happened to the pool, Kalina Pool? Closed
the-
indefinitely?
No, the cleanup pool was just closed for upgrades and they should be back open.
No, there's a sign saying it's closed indefinitely.
Oh, that's brand
Been
news to
open,
me.
been reopened, and then it was closed.
Okay, in the past, what I can tell you is it's possible that the heater or some mechanical failure happened because that is why it's been closed in the past. That'll be a question that I can ask either this Thursday or next Wednesday at either meetings.
Okay.
But yeah, call the pool number. Maybe there's a recording
Well,
that's saying why
there was
they're
a-
closed.
Okay. Well, it says indefinitely, and there's a number, the general number. Anyway.
Okay, 235-1146, I think it is. 44 is the area managers, 45 is the rec center, and I think it's 46. 235, whatever, 46. Okay.
Okay.
So maybe a phone number, but I will ask that question. Why is the pool closed again? Thanks for that update.
Okay, thank you, Danielle. Laura, do you want to finish El Cerrito? You got cut off at the monument sign or the community sign on El Cajon Boulevard, and then you can also do your CPC update. If you have.
Okay. Oh, sounds good. The other thing that for El Cerrito is that our meeting is usually on the third Monday. We're having it on the fourth Monday this month because of Martin Luther King holiday. And we're also talking about a mural on a couple of the walls right off El Cajon Boulevard that go into the communities. And that's it for El Cerrito. And then wanted to let everybody know that there is a new CPC website, and it's www.sdcpc.org, and it has contact information and meeting schedules, bylaws, agendas, meeting minutes, and correspondence for the CPC, city presentations and CPC member presentations, and a Zoom link for upcoming sections. And they're adding to it all the time, so it's you might want to go check it out because it's kind of exciting for CPC to have a website now. And then our meeting was originally the week of Thanksgiving, so we postponed it till December 2nd. And we had a land development code update, and which created a subcommittee for the land development code, and they've been working like mad on all sorts of things to make sure that we understand and get significant changes in to the land development code that are good for our communities. Then we also sent, I guess that we wanted to request a change in the fee for the Development Services Department. If we want to have an action item that has to go to, they were asking people for fees if we wanted to go in and look at plans and stuff. And so we were trying. Well, some people were and some people weren't. So we wanted to get that clarified. And then there's a new section in the Development Services Department working on the mayor's office, and it's called Neighborhood Homes for All of Us. And it's looking to create what's generally called in the country missing middle. San Diego doesn't use missing middle the same way the rest of the country does. And it's homes that can be houses or smaller multi-unit housing that doesn't create this gigantic leap between a single family home and a huge apartment complex. Then we also supported Choice Valley regarding their footnote 7 and all the different projects going on in Emerald Hills and Choice Valley area. They have very few park opportunities to remain a well-balanced community, and some housing projects got approved recently in both areas, which was a real disappointment for those areas. So that's it. Oh, there's one more thing. CPC has always been considered like a 1-minute speaker at any of the city council meetings. And so we have requested to be able to have a regular presentation, time seated, just more like 3 to 5 minutes, because CPC does so much consideration and and is there on behalf of communities many times, and 1 minute's not enough. We were busy that day.
All right, thank you, Laura. Does anybody have any questions or anything for Laura? Nope. Okay, excellent. All right, well, that means we are finished for the night, and we will.
You gotta approve the minute,
That
the old
Oh,
minute.
forgot about the minutes. I skipped right over that, didn't I? Sorry. Okay. All right, approval, correction and approval of minutes. Okay, October, Jennifer's Jen's meetings, minutes from October. Does anybody have any changes?
I have one question on October. Under the CPC, Laura might know, you put down digital billboards will be direct, distracting, and they are opposed to them. Everybody on the CPC, I didn't know.
we just lost.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, I
think we
think
just
she
lost
was representing her group, so I'll get back to, I mean, I think that digital billboards, she said that digital billboards would be distracting and their group, and I at the time didn't realize that she was on this panel and 2 others, so I may have conflated those ideas.
I just didn't know who
Yeah.
they was.
The
then. Okay.
CPC. or
Yeah, I would assume it was the
Rolando.
CPC.
Okay.
No, it should be CPC.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, Laura would have to answer that question. Is that her? Oh, there you are.
Emily has her hand up.
Okay.
Oh, Emily, yes.
Yeah, on October, I was just gonna point, there were a couple of spelling mistakes.
Okay.
On page 2, Roberto Marin from District 9 district was missing the R. And then Dr. Lachey is spelled incorrectly.
Yes. Okay, anything else?
And then on page 3, under the opposition to the fire station location, request EACPC, not EAPCP.
Oh, yeah, and I also see a couple extra periods there too. We can take those back.
And then on page 4, item number 6, construction will begin at 69th Street and move. It should be moving westward. Not eastward.
Okay, so westward due to western end constraints. Yes, that's correct. You're right. It's westward. That's right. Okay. Anything else?
That's everything I saw.
Okay. How about the November minutes from Andy?
We need a motion to approve the October ones first.
Who'd like to make a motion to approve the October?
A motion to approve the October minute.
I second it.
Okay.
Changes, obviously.
With the changes and corrections.
Okay. Yes, of course, with the changes. Okay, Sonia.
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Andy.
Yes.
Kathy. Emily.
Yes.
Jen. Em. Yes. Laura.
Yes.
And Jim already said yes. Okay. Okay, November's minutes. Any?
My name is misspelled, where it says In-N-Out Burger is proceeding. My name is R-I-E and then the B, A-U.
Okay, what page?
Page 2.
Page
Yeah,
2.
second paragraph.
On November?
On November?
Well, I think I'm looking at November. Yeah, November 11th. It's right in communication from the public, non-agenda items.
That's
Page
on
one.
page one on. Okay. Oh, yep. That's a misspell. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Who would like to make a motion to approve with the correction to Laura's name?
I make the motion to approve
Okay.
November's meeting notes with correction.
Tanya, motion, second. Jim? Okay, and John,
Yes.
Andy,
Yes.
Emily,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Kim,
Yes.
Laura.
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you. Sorry about that. All right. Okay, now we can adjourn. Adjourned at 8:27 p.m. Okay.
All right. See you all next month.
You all next month, except for me. Won't be here. Sonia's gonna take care of you.
Bye.
Bye.